If you've been waiting for the perfect time to buy in the Denver metro area, this fall might quietly be it. We're finally seeing more listings than buyers, something we haven't said in years. Now, that doesn't mean the market's crashing or collapsing, not even close. It means buyers finally have a little breathing room, time to think, time to compare, time to negotiate, instead of sprinting from open house to open house. But here's the tricky part. Not everything you're hearing online applies to what's really happening here in the Denver suburbs. So in this quick update for October, I'll break down exactly what's happening right now, what the data says, what I'm seeing on the ground, and why this fall could be the smartest window we've seen in years for 50-plus buyers ready for their next chapter. The big picture. Now, let's start with what the numbers tell us for our Denver metro area. According to Smedra and RE Colorado, pending sales are up 3%. New listings are down 2.1%, and closings are up 5.5%. And the median home prices have climbed 2.6% year over year, with our median sale price now sitting around $585,000 across the Denver metro area. But homes are also sitting long. The median days on market jumped from 26 to 36 days. Now, that's not a crash, that's a balance returning. The Denver area currently has about 3.6 months of inventory, which is the healthiest level we've seen in years. And that number has been pretty stable since July of this year. However, that's not the whole story for our Denver metro area. When we dig deeper, we see that it's really a tale of two markets: the detached single-family homes and the residential attached homes like condos, townhomes, and patio homes. For single-family homes, the numbers are as follows. We still have a little over 3 months supply of homes for sale, so that's a good balance compared to the weeks of supply that we complained about just a few years ago. New listings are down 0.7%, so we have not seen a real slowdown in this segment yet. Closings are up 11.7%, again showing how buyers want a house today. Median home prices have increased 1.1% year over year to a median sale price of $637,000 across the Denver metro area, and median days on the market is now sitting at 33, up from 24 last year. Now, when we look at the condo, townhome, or patio home communities, the numbers look different. Pending sales are up 2.5%. New listings are down 4.9%, showing a slowing as we approach fall. Closings are down 8.5%, showing again the buyer's desire for a house over a condo. Median home prices are down 3.6% year over year to a median sale price of $405,000, and median days on the market are 46, up from 32 last year. And that could be reflective of the increased inventory, which means more choices for the home buyer. Because the Denver metro area currently has about 5.1 months supply of condos, townhomes, and patio homes for sale. So what does this mean if you're a buyer over 50 looking at that next chapter? Well, the good news is if you have a single family home to sell, those are selling. And if they're priced right and they look good, they're selling well, as we can see from these numbers. Now, if you're thinking for your next chapter, you'd like something more turnkey, like a condo, a townhome, or a patio home, where there's less home maintenance and more freedom to go do what you want to do, you're facing a very nice opportunity, because with about 5.1 months supply, we are now in a very balanced market for the attached home community. To put it simply, more homes, fewer bidding wars, and a little sanity coming back into the process. And for buyers who've been on the sidelines waiting for things to calm down, this is your cue. What's driving the shift? Now, you might be asking, what's driving the shift in our market right now? Well, there are three big reasons we're seeing this change. First, interest rates have leveled off. As of this week, the 30-year fixed rates are sitting right around 6.2, 6.3. Steady, predictable, not spiking like we saw earlier this year. Second, buyer fatigue. Many folks jumped right back in last spring and then backed off when the rates didn't fall as much as expected. Now inventories climbed again, especially with condos and townhomes. And third, and I feel this is the most important right now, is seller motivation. Fall sellers tend to be serious. They're not testing the market. They want to move before the year ends. They have somewhere they need to go, which means as a smart buyer, especially those buying solo or downsizing, this is your opportunity. What it means for 50-plus buyers. So what does this mean if you're over 50, maybe single, maybe downsizing? Well, this is your sweet spot, and here's why. You finally have time to shop without panic. Buyers as well as sellers are serious this time of year, and they're looking for ways to work together to get out of or into that next home. More condos and townhomes and patio homes are coming online, which means more low-maintenance options for your next chapter. And sellers are offering real concessions again. Rate buy-downs, HOA fee coverage, even inspection flexibility. One of my buyers just got a new furnace and AC to close their deal. Now, based on this, you might be thinking, well, maybe I'll still wait. And waiting until spring might sound tempting, but keep this in mind. Spring brings competition. If or when rates drop again, demand spikes, which means prices go up, and the savings really aren't there for you. Nicole Ruth explained it very clearly in her latest video, The Brutal Truth About Falling Rates. Waiting till the end of next year when it's estimated that the rate might be 5.99%, which means that over 5 years on a $500,000 purchase you would save $6,300 versus buying this fall and negotiating with the sellers who are currently offering $5,000, $10,000, even $20,000 in concessions to buy down the rate, means your rate could be much lower than than that. If you're interested, check out Nicole Ruth's video on the brutal truths about falling rates. So buying this fall means less competition and the chance to negotiate from a position of calm, not desperation. You've earned the right to buy strategically, not defensively. Local snapshot by county. Let's take a look at what this means across our local counties. FYI, these numbers are combined single family and attached. Douglas County. Places like Highlands Ranch, Parker, or Castle Rock still strong, with median prices holding around $665,000, but homes are taking longer to sell. Arapahoe County, that's Englewood, Centennial, and some of Aurora, condos and townhome listings are up. Great for that lock and leave lifestyle. Jefferson County, that's Littleton, Lakewood areas, very balanced. Sellers are pricing to the market and they're getting fair offers. You know, every county tells its own story, which is why having someone who works here full-time matters more than ever in this market. Now, before we jump into number 5, a quick hello if you're new here. I'm Peggy Dursthoff, a realtor with Live Denver Suburbs, powered by HomeSmart, and I work mostly with men and women over 50 who are navigating their next move solo. Sometimes it's downsizing, sometimes it's just starting fresh and trying to make sense of what feels like, well, about as clear as mud. If that's you and you're wondering about all these numbers and headlines and how they actually fit your situation, reach out. We'll cut through the noise and figure out what makes sense for your next chapter, not just what the market's doing. Smart moves for buyers right now. Now for section 5, if you're thinking, maybe it's time, here's what the smart buyers I'm working with are doing right now. 1, they're getting pre-approved while rates are steady. You'll know your numbers and then you'll be able to move quickly when the right home appears. 2, shop with a plan. With more inventory, you can actually compare neighborhoods, HOA costs, and floor plans, the things that truly matter for long-term comfort. And 3, negotiate for value, not just price. As for inspection credits, rate buy-downs, or even a year of HOA fees, like the one my clients are doing, I'm seeing sellers say yes to all of this again. The Denver market isn't crashing, it's correcting. And for buyers ready to make their next move, fall 2025 is offering a window we haven't seen in years. Motivated sellers, stable rates, and a calmer market. If you're ready to explore what that could look like for you, download my How to Buy Smart in Denver When You're Moving Solo guide. It's free and built specifically for solo buyers and downsizers. The link is in the description below. And if you'd rather talk it through, schedule a quick call with me. No pressure, just clarity. The smartest time to buy isn't when the market says so. It's when it lines up with where you are in life. Just don't wait so long that the window slams shut while you're still weighing your options. I'm Peggy Dursthoff with Live Denver Suburbs, helping women and men 50 plus make smart, confident moves. And I'll see you in the next video.